So the Timberwolves win the tip. A look at the Magic starting group. Holmgren is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Duncan. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard. Now Jordan after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's good, 2 points.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Johnson, the pass to LeBron. Towns in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Holmgren. Up top, Jordan. Shoots over James. No good from Jordan. And so George will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shoots over Jordan. And it's George missing. Outside Jordan. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Outside, James. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Jokic. Jordan looking it over. Over George. Jordan with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Towns kicks to Johnson. And here is LeBron. Lock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Holmgren after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Holmgren the pass to Jokic. Pass to Jordan. Jokic with the screen on George. And here's Jordan outside. Rebound, Minnesota. James finds George. On the wing, Johnson. There's 39 seconds left in the first. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Johnson, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Johnson drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
LeBron against Jordan. Wembanyama outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Johnson against Holmgren. Here's Johnson. James has a 2-pointer. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Orlando out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
We've got George. Olajuwon is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Johnson, and it's LeBron in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Jordan. Paul George making his last shot.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren checks some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Guys, back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's James following the bucket by Orlando. Pass to George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just devastating. George making it look easy with that move.
Jokic kicks to Holmgren. And it's Jordan atop the key. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3, so the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Make some noise.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to George. James looking it over. From range, LeBron is good.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Here's Jordan. That one, no good. Great D that time from LeBron. Now George. LeBron sets the screen for George. Down low. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Jordan against George. 4 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. They now take the lead. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And a wide open look for Jordan. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Good on the shot.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Jokic against Johnson. Kicks it out to Holmgren. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. 30 seconds left here in the second. Outside, Towns. And here's LeBron outside. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to James. No good with the layup. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
21.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Orlando now. On the court for Orlando, we've got Duncan. And Wembanyama's out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Jokic in at the point. Now, here is Jordan. Point-blank range. Jordan.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Johnson dishes to LeBron. Johnson with a screen on Wembanyama. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Olajuwon the pass to George. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And the shot is good. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Jokic high post. Johnson on him. Jokic draws the double. Holmgren outside. And 3 from Jordan. And it's Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. Looking to get it going. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Concentration off the charts. A chance for LeBron James to add one more.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for Minnesota, LeBron James.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 11. Holmgren finds Duncan. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the contest. And that one misses.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Now here's Towns. 6 points for him. Johnson kicks to Towns. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Wembanyama outside. Jordan on the wing. Shoots over Johnson. And he can't bank that one in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Paul George.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Jordan, the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Jordan. Johnson against Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Outside, Towns. Kick by Olajuwon. Johnson, the pass to George. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Now, here's Jokic. Wembanyama outside. Back to Jokic. Kicks it out to Jordan. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to James. George looking around. Shot on the wing. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 12 in the game.
I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Jordan. He's got 11. Jokic. Johnson with the block. And here's James outside. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot from him there.
And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Towns is out there with Johnson. Then it's George. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's LeBron in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's Johnson. Here's George. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Jordan. George with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. George has got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Holmgren outside. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Here's Duncan. No fear there from Tim Duncan.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
James. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
He hits the second from the line. 9-point game. The Magic called timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thanks Thank you once again, Allie.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And Jokic drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now George. James up top, defended by Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Outside George. And he does not hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Tim Duncan. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Jordan. Now Jokic. 2 points. That one goes. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
James outside. For 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Jokic with it. Now guarded by Tom. And the shot goes in.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
LeBron against Wembanyama. James. And the rejection by Wembanyama. That was unbelievable. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Jokic pulls it down.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Far hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Second team foul.
George double teamed, and the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by 4. They double him with Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he's a high flyer!
That was nasty.
That's just filthy.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And here's Jokic. From outside, fires the three. Holmgren. He's off from three. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Paul George. Taking two
Take a
shots.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good
And it's the Kings to start out. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. George out there with LeBron James. Then there's Johnson. And then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's George.
Oh, wow. George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Butler, a screen on George. Leonard against George. Leonard can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for Minnesota. James, outside. Off target from outside.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
The offensive rebound. Yes, it's good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now, here is James. Pass to George. And Butler with the block.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
Bryant against Johnson. Here's Bryant inside. Johnson with the defensive effort. George outside. Pass to James. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Thurman.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
Bryant outside. Shoots over George. Bryant, no good.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
And James gets it to go.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Butler passes to Leonard. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by LeBron.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thurman. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. They set a pick. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns outside. Throws it up high. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Butler. No points yet. 17 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. James against Bryant. Over James. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Johnson. Then there's Paul George. Then there's James. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, down low.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
The Kings trailing. Pass to Thurman. And here's Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Over James. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
James outside. Kicks it out Towns. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Butler passes to Thurman. Here's Gilmore. And the layup is good off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
James outside. Over Leonard. James can't get it to go. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Almost converts despite the contact.
These are his first free throws of the game.
For your Kings, Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. Butler hits them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
James, a screen on Butler. George finds James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Ryan, a screen on Johnson. James against Bryant. Releases. And another miss by Sacramento. The Timberwolves trail. George with it. Now guarded by Bryant. James outside. A minute 15 left in the first half. Here's Johnson. Deflected. Now here's Butler. Pass to Bryant. Shoots over George. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And here's Minnesota now. James passes to Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. Out to James. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. James has got 12 points in the game. Butler passes to Thurman. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Thurman. Towns with a rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
Minnesota shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Pass to Butler. Shoots over George. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And Minnesota with possession here. 2-point game. We've got Butler. He's out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Gilmore in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. George for 3. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 6.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Bryant outside. Clock at 6. And the shot's good. And Minnesota with possession here. 3-point lead. James outside. That 3's off the mark. And it's Butler with the ball for Sacramento. George with a steal. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Here they come, fans. Your 9-1-6 round. Let's hear it.
Leonard looking over the floor. And here's Butler outside. They get the rebound.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2, Nate Thurman.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. James outside. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. James passes to George. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Kings trail by 8. Leonard outside. The three. James with the rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
1:44 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Olajuwon. Towns for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Thurman. He's got 5. Bryant outside. Over James. And another miss by Sacramento. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Outside Johnson. They double him with Bryant. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out to James. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
They got the ball to the right guy. James ready to shoot at all times.
James has gotten 6 of his 10 shots to go. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Bryant against James. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? Bryant, no good. Now James. He's got 15. The kick out to Johnson. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 14. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. LeBron James out there with George. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Johnson. And it's Olajuwon in at center. Bryant. LeBron with the rebound. James has got a 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Johnson. James double team. Towns for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Gilmore's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
So he gets them both. Johnson with it. James outside. Johnson a screen on Leonard. It's James with the drive. Butler with a steal. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota leading by 12. James outside. Johnson a screen on Leonard. James! Oh, missed on the tray. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Kings. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Oh, nice setup for the slam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Hakeem Olajuwon. At the line for one.
Kings trail by 15. The Kings call timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right five on the court together?
Here we go, fans. It's your Sacramento Kings great team.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And here's Leonard. Bryant outside. It's stolen by James. Sinks it in the post.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Outside Leonard. Let's loose for three. Towns rips down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 17. 1:46 left to play in the fourth. Johnson a screen on Leonard. James. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, LeBron James, shooting just one.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Leonard outside. Bryant a screen on George. Here's Leonard. Cashes in from 18. Minnesota leading by 18. Towns outside. Outside Johnson. Now George. Fires the three. Can't get it. Bryant outside. Here's Thurman. Releases. Oh, it's off target. And Minnesota with possession here. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. James, a screen on Butler. Johnson with a bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Bryant against James. Bryant, right side. Inside. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
go.
And so off the tip, it's Minnesota. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got LeBron James. Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Paul George. And it's Olajuwon in at the center. George, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Bird. Nowitzki outside. Shoots over Towns. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Got that one up quick. Johnson's got the opening field goal of the game for the Timberwolves.
Magic so adept at taking what the defense gives him. Nice shot.
Thompson passes to Nowitzki. On deep, Arenas. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. James outside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Bird outside. Pass to Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on a king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Fires for 3, and there's Paul George on the assist by Towns.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Arenas. Pass to Bird. Back to Arenas. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Towns. Here's Johnson. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble, this time burning the defense with the catching fire.
Nowitzki in the post. Towns on him, and it's good for 2.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And it's LeBron missing. The Hawks trail by 6. Out to Thompson for 3. LeBron grabs the miss. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. George passes to James. Towns sets the pick for James. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
Now, here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Towns. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's James. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Towns, a screen on Arenas from deep LeBron. No good that time. And so it's Minnesota with their lead half quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. George is out there with James. Then it's Olajuwon. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Now Bird after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Bird. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, Bird from way outside.
Yeah, you know, the defense is wise to guard Bird closely.
but he always maintains his cool and gets his shot to go through despite the tight defense.
And here's LeBron outside. Now Meng pulls it in. Yao's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson against Arenas. Now here's Nowitzki. Outside Arenas. On the wing, Bird. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. The Timberwolves trail. James with it. Pass to George. Back to James. Towns sets the pick for LeBron. And nothing is falling for him right now. LeBron's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Bird outside. Nowitzki outside. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Pure shooting ability on display from Nowitzki. I promise it's not as easy, folks, as he makes it appear.
James, the pass to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Yao. George against Arenas. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now, here is Bird. Covered by LeBron. They get it back. And Yao gets it to go. Yao's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
And Meng is mammoth in terms of his size. Exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Minnesota calls timeout. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Olajuwon passes to George. Towns kicks to Johnson.
You know, the combination of size, speed, and length that Johnson has, really pretty unique for a point guard.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Outside Arenas. Pass to Bird. From deep three-point land. Rebound Minnesota. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Olajuwon. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Here's Bird. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game.
Teams first. At the line for Atlanta, Larry Bird, shooting 1.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bird.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Ron right side. Just 4 to shoot. LeBron going to work inside.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
Arenas against James. Nowitzki with the screen on James. Arenas passes to Nowitzki. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Nowitzki's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Atlanta. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Atlanta leading by 6. They've got Yao. Bird out there with Arenas. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Thompson. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Outside, Towns. Pass to James. over Thompson. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
Arenas against LeBron. Now Bird. Back to Arenas. Pick by Yao. Lets it go with a three. And Gilbert Arenas good for three. Arenas has got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. Minnesota calls timeout. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys?
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Floats it up for James. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Olajuwon.
That was really pretty good effort by the defense, but Olajuwon is just too much of a force down low.
Now here's Nowitzki. He has 7. Bird left side. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Bird would not be denied there. Great intensity to play through the foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. We throw good. Bird. Bird hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by George. Olajuwon's got 4 points in the quarter. Arenas against LeBron. Pass to Bird. Back to Arenas. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Arenas has got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 8 points for Magic Johnson.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Bird. Back to Arenas. Big play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got 5 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 7. Outside, George. Over Bird. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so Bird will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Thompson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Now James. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. He can't get that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Magic Johnson. George is out there with James. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Towns in at the power forward. Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Now, here's Johnson. LeBron James on the wing. Towns a screen on Bird. Here's James. Throw down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that. LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now here's Arenas. Nowitzki outside. Jackson coming off an assist from Arenas.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Timeout called, Timberwolves. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that break, the coach of the Timberwolves had some words for his team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Thank you, Allie. The Hawks leading by 7. And here's Bird. Takes the 3. It's good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here is George. LeBron. Rebounded by Nowitzki. Arenas against Towns. Thompson outside. Nowitzki outside. The long shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns sets the pick for LeBron. Towns outside. Missed on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thompson. That one is off. Timberwolves trail by 10. George. And he banks the layup in.
He
PG-13, using that length inside.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
So they're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here's Arenas. Kick by Yao. And stolen by Olajuwon. Now Towns. Johnson right side. Now James. 12-footer. Gets it.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Here's Thompson. So they foul intentionally. Arenas is doubled. Now Nowitzki. A 17-footer.
Boy, he's such an imposing figure. Olajuwon was definitely in the mind of the shooter there.
It drops.
How about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
Knocked away.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Team seconds. At the line for Atlanta, Thompson. 2 seconds.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Timeout called, Timberwolves.
All right, man, it is team set time. Get on your feet and make some noise. It's time for some T-shirts.
Now George. Rebounded by Nowitzki. And an intentional foul right there.
Team start. At the line for 2, Gilbert Arenas.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And the Timberwolves call time here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
George fires and get the 3. It's Atlanta with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Jackson out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Dwight Howard. Then there's Davis. And it's Garnett in at the small forward position. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop. Garnett no good. Here's Arenas. Pass to Nowitzki. And here is Thompson. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Garnett. Jackson outside. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Davis a screen. Uses the glass on the layup.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Arenas passes to Bird. Over to the left wing. Puts one up from 19. Arenas with the bucket.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Garnett. The jump hook. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Thompson passes to Nowitzki. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
And here's Howard. Releases. Davis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Offensive board. And Davis gets it to go.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Arenas. Down low. Here's Bird. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jackson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, the play naturally finds Jackson because he's so well positioned. He's right where his team needs him.
Bird passes to Nowitzki. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Bird, defended by Jackson. Bird, that's good.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
San Antonio leading. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Jackson. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Garnett. Yet to see a basket. Just 3 to shoot. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
Bird passes to Nowitzki. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Arenas' shot is off. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Howard. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And so it's San Antonio leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got Amen Thompson, and it's Arenas in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Garnett. A rebound by Nowitzki.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Bird. Check by Davis. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Bird missing. Spurs lead by 6. The steal. Now here's Thompson. 4-3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. He takes it in. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's Davis with the 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Thompson passes to Nowitzki. Here's Arenas. The 3 ball. Knocks down the triple. Arenas has got 5 points.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pass to Garnett. And here's Jackson. Here's Garnett. Over Thompson. Garnett no good. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Nowitzki. There's the triple. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, 3 ball is one of Nowitzki's favorite tools in the arsenal, and it's borderline unblockable given his size.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Pass to Nowitzki from deep 3-point range. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, Nowitzki, a threat to score as soon as he catches the ball. Impeccable form and impeccable quickness on the shot.
San Antonio calls timeout. A minute 15 left to play in the first half. Jackson outside. Tipped. And a fast break now for Atlanta. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Davis.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Davis. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Bird, defended by Jackson. Bird passes to Nowitzki. To the middle. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Arenas. The rebound by Jackson. San Antonio trailing here. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Bird. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Larry Bird, shooting
One shot.
First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Atlanta on top, up 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Atlanta leading by 4. So on the floor for San Antonio, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jaren Jackson. And then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Garnett in at the 3 slot. Here's Nowitzki. Arenas with the bucket.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Pass to Garnett. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Howard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. The jump hook. And he makes it. Antetokounmpo's got 8. So it's Atlanta now. 4-point game. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Arenas. 3-pointer. Spurs trail by 4. Jackson outside. Picked it out of midair. Here's Arenas. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bird. Here's Arenas. Fires from the wing. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Here's Arenas. Antetokounmpo covering. To the left wing. Shot is up. It's hauled in by Garnett. Spurs trail by 3. Jackson outside. 1:44 left in the third. Davis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Spurs need to get one up here. To the paint. Thompson, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Jackson, the pass to Garnett. Back to Jackson. Pass to Antetokounmpo for the tie. The rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
Thompson passes to Arenas. Here's Nowitzki. Check by Davis. Here's Bird. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Davis. Launches it. The shot comes out. The Hawks lead by 3. Bird passes to Arenas. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. There's a screen. Thompson against Jackson. Thompson passes to Nowitzki. Here's the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Antetokounmpo, right side. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got 7 now in this quarter.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Atlanta on top, up by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got him in Thompson, and it's Arenas in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Garnett, defended by Thompson. To take the lead. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Jackson, the pass to Garnett. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Garnett. There's Howard with the 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Thompson. And a nice finish on the layup. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Take it away. Bird. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Arenas. Oh, he beats him with the reverse. Nice.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Spurs trail by 6. The Spurs call time.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Guarded closely. 9 feet out. Yes, sir! Count it!
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Bird. And he gets the jumper to fall.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. It's cleared away by Thompson. From deep. The free ball is down.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Davis, no good. Had a chance to end the run there. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Here's Bird. With the shot, he drills the wide-open jumper.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 feet out. Not that time. And it's Atlanta's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Bird. Clock at 6. And the 3 misses. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time now to present our player of the game.